Hello everyone, how you doing? It's Umi Genevieve, laced in space constellations on LSD. Thanks for tuning in. You could have been anywhere else and you decided to be here with me. So always want to show gratitude, always want to show appreciation, always want to let my peoples know that I'm glad that you're rocking out here with me. Thank you for joining me today. Now I wanted to make a quick video of the weekly forecast and I wanted to use the moon. Now the moon is a fast transit. It transits every 2.5 days. So just being conscious of that. So every 2.5 days, the moon is moving into a new sign. And also in your chart, and also in like regular days, 24 hours, the moon moves degrees every 2 hours. 2 times 12, 24 hours. So within the energy. Now, if you are a moon dominant, Cancer dominant, Taurus dominant, be conscious of this energy. This can make you a very moody individual. And also be conscious if you even might have a mood disorder with having these placements. And how you might need to get into certain mood stabilizers. Or might even have certain type of vices that are mood stabilizers in your life because you have this mood theme going on. Now, since this month is already Virgo dominance, we have Virgo, we have a Saturn, we have mutable dominance, but also Virgo energy as well. We're going to have a new moon in Virgo. We had a full moon in Virgo energy. We also have Mercury retrograde in Virgo, but it's also a mutable dominance because we have Saturn in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces. So this month, for you mutables out there, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, Virgo season, especially this Virgo season, might feel like great restarts for you, changes for you, just really centering where you need reorganization in your life, reevaluation, therapies in your life, just this month. And you could date back to June and March to see how these months are connected as well when it comes to brand new resets in your life. Now, with this week, now we're walking into the weekend. So starting Sunday, Monday of this week, we walked into a Taurus moon. So that means we started this week off with a Venus energy. And with Venus energy, what it did, it acts us this week as a collective, what we own, what we possess, what we have, and what we need from our intimate relationships, since it's Taurus energy, and from our jobs, our careers, what we finally can afford and want to acquire. Now, this week, it's going to center 3 polar opposites. It's going to start off with Taurus moon, so Taurus and Scorpios. Then it's going to, in the middle of the week, it's to have some Gemini Sagittarius energy. So you can see how Gemini and Sagittarius in the middle of the week was centered. And then as we round up into this weekend and finish it out, we're going to come into this Cancer moon, Capricorn opposition dominance. Now, Jupiter just went into retrograde in Taurus energy, so that was a big reflection point for the Taurus and the Scorpio dominance, just the start of this week. Conversations that were necessary, investments that were necessary, spaces where you really need to figure out, what do I own, what do you own, and how do we share this? And your most intimate connections was a real big center for the Taurus and Scorpio energies starting this week. So Sunday, Monday, remember, it's 2.5 day transit. So Sunday, Monday, we were in a Taurus energy. And then as we moved into later Tuesday, we moved into Gemini. It centered Taurus and Scorpio energy closely. Commitments, rewards, big purchases, worthiness conversations were very necessary this weekend that passed for Taurus and Scorpio dominance. Now, while the energy did affect all fixed signs, Leo and Aquarius, but it squared them. So this week for the Leo and Aquarius energies, you were on a little bit of a standstill. It'll be a bigger week for you next week. So you want to stand still, maybe more on a giving in, that kind of basis. The Scorpio and the Tauruses were way more centered starting the beginning of this week. So Monday and Sunday. And part Tuesday. Then as we got into the middle of the week, as we got into Tuesday, Wednesday, we moved into this Gemini energy. So this Gemini energy wanted to be centered. And you can see why for you who have Gemini and Sagittarius, why around as we moved into Tuesday and Wednesday, things really need to center for you. Remember, it's already a mutable month for you. So this week, just with Virgo being Mercury in Virgo retrograde, could have already had a lot of themes going on. But what really centered for you was between Tuesday and Wednesday. And mid-Thursday as well. And these could have been necessary conversations, reorganization, finding better habits, therapy commitments, trips, and maybe certain type of Mercury retrograde themes, car issues, vehicle issues for you mutable, especially in the middle of this week, finally fixing them, realizing you need to fix them, finally realizing you need to get a vehicle, you need to get into the everyday routines of being more responsible. Now, as we round out this weekend, This weekend, it will be more towards the cardinals. Cancer moon will be coming. We're in the Cancer moon right now. And as we walk into Saturday. And this weekend, it will center the cardinals. So the Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn. The nodes will aspect the moon. Nodes, Pluto, Aries North Node, Pluto in Capricorn, Mars in Libra, and Chiron in Aries. So this weekend is really centering a lot of cardinals. Now this weekend is a part 2 to what happened last weekend. So last Friday was another important time for cardinals. This actually be a two-week theme for cardinals right now. Now since it's more generational transits that are aspecting the moon this weekend for the cardinals, it'll be a lot about certifications, a lot about concerning work, where we live, more career pursuits. So many of you could have started last week, maybe getting certain type of certifications in order, classes in order, reevaluating what I really need to help make myself feel more legit. Paperwork. Starting last week, you're now coming into this again. If you applied for a job last week, this week you're going to get some calls as a cardinal. You're going to get some definites. If last week you were on the fence about a certain type of class, course you want to take, this week we're in a little bit more definite. Then a big month for us is coming up in October, where we should have a lot of things stabilized. If there's some court issues, some paperwork themes that need to work on within those spaces, last week started it. This week we're going to pick up some more as we move into now the big month in October. But this week now centers the cardinals this weekend. We'll round out with the cardinal energy. It'll center more of the Cancer and Capricorns. Last week was more for the Aries and Libras, since the moon was in Aries. But we started off this week with Venus. So this whole week was about Venus type of energies. It could have been a little combative. Arguments if it was for me. I'm a Taurus moon, Scorpio sun. Almost took my boyfriend's head off. So that Venus energy there. And whoever had fixed placements, especially Taurus and Scorpio, really needed to reevaluate those commitments. Leo and Aquarius, we were on the back burner, trying to figure out and evaluate things more from a overseer point of view. And same thing with the middle of the week, Pisces and Virgo. I won't really say you were on the back burner because this month centers you as well. The mutables are just centered this month. A lot of the details, a lot of the everyday routines, and just what I need to become more responsible in has just been important for you for actually the entire year, since we have Saturn in Pisces. So this month just amplified it. If you've been doing good, you took trips this month, you got some free time this month, especially late August coming into September. You got to get the little things done. And you got the little things done, you got the big things done, so you got to enjoy yourself. But if not, then this week has really centered, especially the middle of this week, so between Tuesday and Wednesday. Now we're going to round out with Cardinal. Now starting next week, and those are just the moon transits, and see how those resonate with you. Now starting next week, so this Monday that's coming up, so Sunday coming into Monday coming up, we're going to have this Leo energy. So Sun, we're starting with Sun. This week was Venus. Next week is Sun, identity, I am. How can I identify my self-esteem issues, creative courses, classes, self-start activities will be important starting next week. So by Monday to Tuesday, we'll start drifting. We'll have that Leo energy. Then we'll drift into Virgo. Virgo Wednesday and Thursday. Then Friday and Saturday, we'll have the energy of Libra. Then we'll drift into Scorpio. And that week, and then the week after that, we'll be coming into the energy of Pluto. Scorpio placements. So those bases there. And just look at it that way. That can help you a lot. Just by knowing, oh, this week started with a Venus energy. How does Venus make me feel since this week had a Venus tone? Next week will be a Sun energy. How does Sun aspect me this week? And the week after that will be a Pluto energy. How will that aspect me? So those spaces as well. Then the moons that will center. That'll help you out a lot too, especially if it's your moon. Now you'll know why I'm bugging this middle of the week. Like Monday to Tuesday, I was tripping. Completely tripping. But I needed that, right? Because I need to talk about what does Venus help you talk about? So I'm looking at my notes. What I want, what I need. where I need my comforts to be. Everyone needed to focus on that this week. Our comfort systems. Next week will be sun, identity, self-esteem, I am, independence. That basis there. So that's just based on the moon transits. Let me know how that resonates. Thank you so much. You guys are always, always the best. Thank you for each and every one of your confirmations. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. See y'all on the other side. Love is love.